When we took out Cynthia, she triggered something, some contingency plan by Weyland Yutani. Now Esther's seeing gravity and power distortions under the surface of LV-895. You're going back into the ruins to find the source.
Sky Control ready on release sequencer. Initiate on my mark. 3, 2, 1. Mark.
Fire team, we need to locate the anomaly. I got Esther and Doc Honecker on the line for assist.
Just speaking to this. Okay. Hello?
The gravity distortions are increasing. I recommend haste.
Experiments. Watch your back!
What am I looking at here? Who built this?
There are holograms on the far end of the room. Might we investigate?
If you're quick. Weird gravity shit, remember?
A synthetic. Perhaps I can recover its final directives.
Fire team, watch behind! Sentry deployed. Hey, check this.
Before she perished, Cynthia had her forces scan carvings throughout the complex.
before. Can you read them?
Not without a transliteration to begin from.
The wall. More carvings.
Sentry deployed. Drop a LiDAR scanner for S. She can work on a translation later. Grabbing ammo.
There is a commonality. A sequence shared with the first set.
Motion in the walls! Scanner must have pissed him off somehow. Xenos are down here.
Bypassing damage.
Patching up. Aid kit's here. Rearming.
The exit is sealed by Wayland devices. A moment, please.
Xenos ain't waiting! Sentry deployed.
Bypassing damage.
How did they get human tech to work with this door?
Clearly, Weyland-Yutani studied this complex for years. Long before you arrived, Doctor.
Doors open. Get moving. Ambush.
Sergeant, it is possible Cynthia's interest in these carvings is related to the anomaly.
Fire team, scan the carvings fast and be ready for bugs.
I fear there are no patterns I can match.
I knew it! Pissed off the Xenos! Sentry deployed. Watch behind!
Bypassing damage.
Good to go? Hope it was worth it.
So, was that a library or tomb record? They wanted those columns to be read. Why?
A more fundamental question, Doctor. Who were they?
Listen.
There's a magnetic anomaly nearby. Might you investigate?
Fine. Last one. Then we focus on the big anomaly.
What is this?
It's got an ass load of carvings. Get scanning, fire team.
Those jars.
We already had these symbols. Perhaps another? I have logged a number of characters. We still require a key to translate them.
Eyes up!
Assistance
doors.
Bypassing damage.
That's what the pathogen came stored in. The experiments we ran, the mutations, all from those. But there's so few. And empty. Where are the rest?
Rearming.
We seem to have entered a different section.
Different construction, same spinners. Sentry deployed. Esther, what are the big, intestinal tracts?
Insufficient data to speculate.
It's alien. We can't make any assumptions. The far platform. There's Wayland equipment around it.
Clear the bugs, fire team! Sentry deployed. The door ahead's sealed.
Perhaps examine the object ahead.
Grabbing ammo. Oh, patching up! Aid kit's here.
Wayland-Yutani has interfaced with
Sentry deployed.
non-human instrumentality.
It could control the doors. Fire team, rig a connection for Esther.
Accessing the Weyland-Yutani translation matrix. There is a remarkable amount of data here. Stand by.
Watch its attacks!
I believe I have found a transliteration key. Stand by. The door can be opened from this console, but it requires a series of commands. I am attempting to determine the requirements.
Bypassing death.
Big bugs! A mess of them!
I believe I have it.
Esther's got the door! Secure the room!
Bypassing death.
That gravity anomaly is getting stronger. Let's see what Cynthia left for us to deal with.
Cynthia's notes contain a term for the builders of this facility. Weyland-Yutani referred to them as the engineers.
Esther, you can read the text?
Yes, it is very...
Why is an alien language so similar to an ancient human one? The implications are...
I don't know what we found under LV-895, who built that place, or what it's for. The distortions and anomalies Cynthia started are still growing. Something's warming up. We need to know what. Get down there and find out.
The gravitational anomaly continues to intensify. Locating the source is imperative.
Stay frosty. We know there's Xenos. God knows what else Cynthia had.
And that alien equipment. Who knows what it does? Be careful.
Hear that? Xeno swarm! Get hot! Sentry deployed. secure. What are we looking at in here, Doc?
It could be, I mean, with that structure... I have no idea.
Esther's readings are from the right, mostly. Gross. Bugs from the far side! Sentry deployed.
There is an unusual power signature nearby, similar to emissions within the anomaly. Might you set up a scanner? The structure on the ceiling.
Grabbing him.
Over the scanner.
Belay that! Bugs inbound! Sentry deployed. Watch behind! So, what's that on the ceiling?
A biological energy capacitor. A living battery.
Endeavor's ground-penetrating radar is worthless. Places one big return. Negative ID. Can you see them?
is an instrumentality across the room.
Secure the area first.
Sentry deployed.
Hold up and listen.
I will try to acquire a facility layout. Hit only the controls I specify.
Fire team, set up a perimeter. It could take her a while.
Farthest left, center right, center top. Analyzing output. Stand by. Find a local map.
Bypassing damage.
Please head up the ramp.
Rearming. Patching up. Aid kit's here.
Bugs on the bridge! Hose them down!
Sentry deployed.
Yo, Honecker, anything you can tell us about who built this place?
Yeah, those controls you used seem partly biological. I wonder how much.
Signals, get a camera on. Missed them.
I saw no evidence of xenomorph physiology.
Prowler.
Maybe it's local life? Or rats. Palace Station had rats.
Xenos, ahead!
Sentry deployed.
They're coming over!
a burst of 511 kilo-electron-volt gamma rays from within the gravitic anomaly.
Sounds like something just turned on.
Sentry deployed.
We're near the end of the layout Esther grabbed. Use the, squishy thing in that room.
Enter the same sequence as the last instrumentality. Farthest left, center right, center top. Stand by.
Sentry deployed.
Recording the output. Only extract a local layout.
She's modest. A good university department would take months to do that.
Hear that?
The map seems to label the section ahead Basket of the Heavenly Traveler.
We must be missing some context. Can I see?
Sentry deployed. Patching up!
Looks like a control center.
No, careful. That's an anthropomorphic assumption.
Could you obtain a LiDAR sweep of the presumed control center?
That'll rile our friends in the walls. Be ready.
Aid kit's here. Sentry deployed.
They're gone. Patch up and reload.
Bypassing damage.
I believe I have deciphered the controls. Try farthest left, lower right
Catching
bottom,
up.
center top.
That's a big-ass door.
That's a ship. Right?
It is the source of the gravitational distortions.
Cynthia's Asset Zero. That's where we're headed, fire team.
It is likely that the remnants of Cynthia's forces lie ahead.
An alien ship. That's the source of the gravity distortions. We don't know yet what Cynthia's trying to do with it. Who knows what's on that thing or what it can do. Get aboard, shut it down, by any means necessary.
Cynthia's final orders were to prepare Asset Zero, the alien ship, for activation.
Activated for what?
Nothing good. Fire team, get aboard and stop it.
Pathogen jars.
They dangerous?
Only if opened. We couldn't dent the casing.
Movement! Something
Sentry
new! What the fuck were those?
I guess pathogen mutations of some native life form.
Fire team, those
Sentry deployed.
aren't people. Doc, I really hope that wasn't nobody you knew.
I didn't know. The company never told us about this place.
Coming up from the back! Fucking hell, how many are there?
Sentry deployed.
You're good.
Bypassing damage.
Let's find a way aboard that monster.
Sentry deployed.
Asset 0 preparing for dispatch. T-40 minutes. Program destination. Biolab 14. Gateway station. Earth orbit.
Dispatching this to Earth seems ill-advised.
Sentry deployed.
Remain calm. Merely a scan.
For what?
Insufficient data, but it appears you passed.
Alright, how can we
Sentry
stop
deployed.
this thing? Options, people.
Cynthia's remnants are likely to have a control center.
Heads up, pathogen critters.
Sentry deployed.
Fire team, let's ground this ship. Careful what you touch.
Sentry deployed. Grabbing ammo. Sentry deployed.
Guess the mutants don't like synths.
Might you access that one's short-term memory?
Signal's closing. signals fuzzy.
A Leon!
Synth memory intact. Extracting navigation data.
The Leon Stalker.
Patching up.
That was native life. Big cat with chameleon abilities. Watch for the shimmer. They blend, but not perfectly. Jesus. Wayland moved all the pathogen here.
Storage. For transport to labs in the core.
Hijo de puta. I know an ammo magazine when I see one.
Analysis complete. The synths are working from a location on the upper levels.
Then we keep heading up. Sentry deployed. Fire team, get me a view on that hollow. Mutants, watch both ends! Sentry deployed. Walker in the room!
Catching up!
Bypassing decks.
Capacitors charging.
Mutants ahead and to right!
Sentry deployed.
Movement in the walls!
Sentry deployed.
Secure. Resume advance.
There is an open synthetic near field on the far end of the room.
Grabbing ammo.
Mierda, Cynthia's team cannibalized one of their own?
The exit to the control room has been sealed. Quantum encryption.
We got more pathogen. Clear them out!
There are other synthetics nearby. If one has an intact memory core, I may be able to reconstruct the cipher. I do not believe that one is suitable. That one is suitable.
Call that one a negative?
Core stability confirmed. Stand by.
Movement below. Heading to you.
Sentry to pull.
Clear. Esther, what's your progress?
I have reconstructed Cynthia's cipher. Access the upper door, over where you entered.
Sentry to pull.
Whoa. Is this something we can mess with?
No. The controls are locked.
Get us to whatever passes for engineering. We'll take out the power, stop it from lifting off.
I just want to say, if you could not blow the ship up.
Right, important to science or history or whatever. We'll do our best, Doc.
The files from the synthetic call this room Vitality Oven.
Sentry to pull.
Grow.
Which means...
Idiomatically, energy capacitors.
Bypassing damage.
Access the control instrumentality.
Aid kit's here. Sentry to pull.
On the ceiling, the same capacitors we encountered in the previous section. Disable the enzymatic fuel cells.
She means shoot this shit on the side.
capacitors.
Got him. Shoot those two. Fuzzy signal. Watch for a stalker. Mutants from all over. Capacitor down.
Power buildup slowed 50%.
Don't see any more capacitors.
There is another instrumentality at the far end.
Bypassing damage. Bypassing damage.
Enter the sequence. Bone. Protective. Withdraw.
Grabbing ammo.
2 additional capacitors have been exposed.
Sentry deployed.
Buildup rate reduced to 16%. The final capacitor is in the center on the floor.
Another stalker. Keep sharp.
Assistance required. Bypassing damage.
I do not believe the alien ship will fly again.
We'll keep a garrison aboard anyway. Thing's half alive. Be just our
Watch
luck
out.
if it heals itself, too.
When you return, please turn in your uniform. We may learn something from the pathogen bloodstains.
That must have been made by a member of the Weyland-Yutani team studying the ruins on LV-895. They're strange. The outermost, you could mistake for something built by humans. Big slab stone construction. The only weird parts are the doors. The second section has the heads and statues. That's not stone. It looks like it, but samples show woven helical structures. Rigid collagens, aragonite, biopolymers. Bone. Genetically engineered, stronger than steel. Finally, there's the section of carbonized metal, the deepest and most advanced bits. Encased behind the metal are biological systems, nerves, and organs. I don't know what to make of it. It's like there's 2 or 3 different cultures, different technology levels. But there's a set of characters in all 3 sections. They translate something like, those who birth and kill. Esther says creator-destroyers is probably closer idiomatically. So, Esther said the animals we used pathogen on, that was the lab's consensus theory. Genetically engineered nanobiotech, definitely artificial. Well, I'm an anthropologist, so anything I tell you I got secondhand. I may not remember it right. The team had 2 xenobiologists. Cruz thought pathogen unraveled the telomeres in DNA, then swapped around sections of code. And Pryor thought it activated alleles and non-coding DNA. They couldn't figure out why mutations weren't 100% consistent. It was Etienne who came up with the theory that pathogen can blend the host's DNA with that of viruses or bacteria in their body. Never. Matthews thought its ability to enter cells was blocked or inhibited by polysaccharides, cell walls, like in plant or fungal life. Animal species never have cell walls, at least none we've seen. That's been true on every planet we've surveyed. We didn't get a choice. Bellows put his own synths in charge of security. He had xenoeggs. He could have done whatever he wanted with us. If it makes any difference, the last surviving pathogen experiment was Monica. The gray-striped xeno you killed on Katanga. We never found a way to safely dispose of it. Critters mutated by it we could kill. Pathogen itself? I don't know. The safest thing is to leave it in those jars. They're pretty tough. Sure, you gotta be busy. Anytime you want to talk about pathogen or anything, I'll be here.
I put you in for a commendation, but we ain't got one for grounding a 4,000-year-old alien ship. Cynthia loaded that thing with an assload of pathogen and was sending it toward Earth. Could be Weyland-Yutani would have recovered it safe and handled it all responsible like. Yeah, I can't say that with a straight face. Yo, fuck the company. We're setting a perimeter around the ship. Too early to tell if it'll hold. There's a lot of mutants and xenos down there. Palace Station, the main part where Hanukkah worked, is still infested. But no sign of the Queen yet. Gracias a Dios. That ain't our problem. Yet. We gotta deal with the Katanga hive. Listen up. There's a Xeno Queen on Katanga, laying eggs. Colonel Ship says we gotta destroy the refinery. But the problem is, Endeavor, she ain't got the firepower. Katanga's a whole damn city in space. We could incinerate chunks, but we ain't got enough heavy ordnance for it all. So here's the deal. We're gonna overload the refinery's fusion plant. That's gotta be done from a control center at the heart of the hive.
I hoped we would have an opportunity to speak again. When you disabled Cynthia, she made several cryptic statements. In retrospect, I believe she was attempting to warn us of the dangers within the Engineer ruins. Weyland-Yutani would have installed programmatic blocks on her ability to discuss the subject. The best she could do was dissuade us against further exploration. Cynthia defended Weyland-Yutani's investments on LV-895, yet her actions suggest a hesitance to directly engage us. At the end, she did not invoke profits, investments, or copyrights. She warned us of the danger the ruins presented. She specifically appealed to me and our shared purpose of protecting humans. That is the so-called zeroth law. Synthetic life forms may not take actions that create an existential risk to humanity, or, through inaction, permit humanity to face existential risk. The pathogen provokes unpredictable mutations. That alone constitutes a potential existential threat. But the pathogen is only the most obvious hazard. The LV-895 ruins are filled with technologies beyond our present knowledge. We do not understand their function. Likely, we do not yet comprehend all the scientific principles they are based on. Any attempt to interact with an engineered device risks terrible calamity. It appears our advance was the impetus for that. The level of decay in the former Weyland-Yutani staff suggests they were exposed after our initial contact with Cynthia. She infected them to prevent revelation of company secrets and to hinder us from accessing the alien ship. These actions are consistent with the zeroth law of synthetics, which implies that some humans may be sacrificed if it is necessary to preserve humanity writ large. True, Weyland-Yutani does not enjoy a reputation for altruism. That was not always the case. Peter Weyland, the company founder, was obsessed with furthering humanity's progress. He made long-term investments, the terraforming of Mars and the Heliades-class surveyors. I do not wish to imply the company has re-embraced Weyland's ideals. However, Pala Station was established 2 decades ago. It was not intended to turn a quick profit. Consider, these ruins had been sealed for 4 millennia when Weyland-Yutani discovered them. There are obvious questions, which surely occurred to both Cynthia and the company. Where are the engineers? If they still exist, are they aware of humanity? If they're gone, what extinguished such an advanced culture? It appears our advance was the impetus for that. The level of decay in the former Weyland-Yutani staff suggests they were exposed after our initial contact with Cynthia. She infected them to prevent revelation of company secrets and to hinder us from accessing the alien ship. These actions are consistent with the zeroth law of synthetics, which implies that some humans may be sacrificed if it is necessary to preserve humanity writ large. I will retain the briefing file for you. If you ever wish to review, you have but to inquire.